What it do? Welcome to the crew. Go ahead and make sure you do what it do and make sure that like button blue. It's your boy Kid Stats coming back with another video. Today, guys, we are going to be reacting to my man Zatumi KO fixing every single solo type starter Pokemon. Now, if y'all anybody like me, bro, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of reasons why you would question why do some Pokemon have secondary typings and why do others don't. It literally makes no sense. I don't know if it's a money scheme thing or Nintendo just not knowing what they're doing half the times. Who knows? This is literally what we've been needing, ladies and gentlemen, a video like this to go over this. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other videos out there in YouTube that people probably went over this, but my guys Zatumi KO went over it. So we're gonna go ahead and react to this. You already know the vibes, man. If you enjoyed the content, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and it also links in the description. Make sure you guys go to the original video, like, comment, share, subscribe. That being said, we got 8 minutes and 56 seconds. Ain't no more talk. Let's get into it.
There are 27 Pokemon starter lines, and more than half of them are dual typed, except for these losers who don't have a second typing. Game Freak really said,
"It's a plant dinosaur that's poisonous. Let's make it a grass poison."
Yes.
"It's a dragon who can breathe
Basically.
fire.
Hey, yo, let him cook.
Let's
Let
make
him
it
cook.
a fire and flying type.
What?
Wait, what?
Finally, the best of them all.
He should have been
a
fire
giant
dragon.
tortoise with indestructible shelling.
Obviously
and
should have been water
giant
steel.
protruding
But no, they wouldn't have been steel
cannons.
type in Gen 1.
Yeah?
Let's make it a pure water type.
What the?
don't worry, today we're picking up Game Freak's slack and giving all these neglected starter Pokemon a much needed dual
Gen
type
2 did get the
power-up,
whole
starting
neglect
with
thing.
Blastoise. Now in before it, don't touch my beautiful giant turtle, it's perfect the way he is. Guys, it's got literal cannons on its back.
Right,
And it
which
learns
would
the
in
moves
turn
Flash
make
Cannon,
them
Gyro
steel
Ball, and
type.
Iron Tail. Iron Tail, for crying out loud. It's kind of honestly criminal not giving Blastoise a secondary steel typing yet. In
Correct.
fact, this change could boost its defensive capabilities, giving our big boy 7.
Now, this is where I will pause. Steel type would be amazing, but in terms of that means they would have had to add steel typing in Gen 1. We can go back and just re-add his typing because he was available in Gen 2. They just give him steel type in Gen 2. Fix the problem.
More resisted types, as well as an immunity to poison type. How do you like that, Vino? But this change would also give each of the Kanto starters a stab option that deals neutral damage to their type.
I don't know why he
disadvantages.
wasn't steel
Now,
type.
this is a change that I could 100% get behind. Next up is the Chikorita line, or as everyone else knows them,
Booty-rita.
Johto's least favorite child. Like, Chikorita is the Pokemon that you smile at, but you also try not to make eye contact with. Oh, and you can't forget about the fact that it evolves into this thing. Meganium's whole
Yeah,
kit is just
Meganium is
completely
whack, bro.
terrible. Considering
trash.
the other two, not that they're any better, to be honest. Yeah, Johto is kind of a hot mess. But on top of that,
Bro,
it's
wait. Don't, okay, I'll give it to you a little bit, bro. Total Doubt is kind of straight line. I don't know. I feel like Cyndaquil's line should be a tiny bit more straighter than that because Typhlosion in this game is OP, bro. Like, in my opinion, probably one of the best picks. Obviously, when you get to like Player, where she had, I think the Dragonair that learned Surf or something like that, that's kind of annoying. But then Feraligatr can learn like Ice Punch. So, I mean, whatever. Look at Chikorita's maze, bro. That's sad, bro.
kind of a hot mess. But on top of that, its move pool and typing leaves so much to be desired. So I propose 2 possible changes. The obvious, giving Meganium the fairy type. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I mean, just look at it. It fits.
It
the only
fits.
problem
It fits.
is the fairy type doesn't really exist until Generation 6. So plan B. Let's make it
Pretty much the
part
same thing with
psychic type.
Blastoise.
I mean, it's got a ton of learnable
I can rock with
type
psychic.
moves, and you
I can
could
rock
even
with
throw in
psychic. I can
some
see
nonsense
this.
about
I can
how
see the
antennas and petals
telekinesis
can manipulate the emotional
antenna
state of
things.
trainers and their Pokemon. Oh wait, Game Freak already said that? Then yeah, psychic fits. Now
Yeah.
defensively,
I can
it does
rock
get a
with
new
that one.
×4 weakness towards bug types. But so would the grass fairy typing, except against poison types. So we're gonna ignore that. Its stats give it enough bulk to at least somewhat bypass that issue, and it does gain 2 extra type resistances. So we're cooking. The only extra addition I would want to add is giving it more offensive psychic options, like say expanding force or even Zen headbutt.
Or even
But yeah,
psychic.
definitely better than the original.
Wait, was
land
Meganium
version.
a
Now,
physical
moving on
attack
to
or
our
special?
second
I think he's
Johto
special, right?
starter, and at least
I know he's
this
more
one
so
is
supposed to be a
cute and
wall.
loved by many. In fact,
That's my
it's got
guy
an
right
alternate
there.
Hisuian form that does
Well,
have a secondary
both
typing,
Hisuian
so it
and the
looks like
regular
Game
one.
Freak came around eventually, but its base form still definitely needs some love. Let's check it out. Typhlosion is the volcano Pokemon. Pokemon, and it's kind of
Which would
based
make
off
him
of that,
Fire
you know,
Ground,
honey
right?
badger that doesn't give a shit in terms of anatomy. And I'm pretty sure they're known to use their
Honey
claws
badger
to
don't
dig
play.
burrows for resting, hiding, capturing prey, and destroying hopes and dreams of many. Couple this with the fact that volcanoes are big holes in the ground that shoot out hot lava.
Y'all see the
and
emphasis
we've
on
gotten ourselves
ground?
a
The
secondary typing.
ground.
Meet Typhlosion, the fire and ground type. It would lose its weakness to rock types, but it does take a ×4 weakness from
Which
water
sucks,
types,
but hey.
which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but it does get an immunity from electric types, so
something.
like that's something, right? Yeah. I would also take
I
out
mean,
the
hey,
rollout
any
and learns
immunity
to
is a
level
good
up and Give
immunity.
it something like earthquake or earth power, and I think that would make it an extremely dominating.
I like
Pokemon.
Earth Power for
Now for the
Typhlosion.
final Johto starter, I was torn between 3 possible choices:
Dragon or
Dark
fighting?
and Dragon. I know you guys.
I
can
didn't see
it.
Dark,
Fighting
but I
because
guess
our
I get
big,
it because of
ferocious
Crunch.
Feraligatr
Wait,
looks
Feraligatr
like
learns
he
Crunch,
can
don't he?
tussle. Dark because, well, Bite was one of the first Dark type moves, and yeah, logic. And Dragon because, I mean, just look at it. It also learns Dragon Dance and Dragon Pulse, and it's always Dragon D's nuts. But Dragon is kind of a great
I appreciate the joke there, sir.
type for a starter Pokemon. I mean, I can't think of any other starter that looks like a dragon that deserves to be, I don't know, like flying or something. So yeah, Feraligatr is now part of the Dragon crew.
Hence the
which
Charizard,
honestly
man.
Isn't that bad, since it loses its weaknesses to grass and electric, and now instead is weak towards dragon and fairy. But while we're at it, let's make these guys part dragon types too. Now, before you call this lazy and uncreative, well, you're kind of right. Just know that there's some serious thought put into these. Yeah, no, just kidding. It's as simple as they look like a gecko.
I mean,
and a
what else would he
snake,
be?
Which means part
Dark
dragon type.
type?
Yeah. I mean, they both do learn some interesting dragon type.
Dragon is
moves,
definitely
like
the move here.
Twister and Dual Chop. And I guess I could also throw in the
Even
argument
his
that Sceptile's
Mega gets dragon,
is
so dragon is
already part
obvious.
dragon type. But I got stuff to do, so let's keep this moving. Moving on to Samurott, whose Hisuian form already got a pretty nice secondary typing with its part dark typing. But for our base form buddy, I thought it was a pretty obvious choice. And
Oh,
that's
fighting
to be
type,
part
right?
fighting type.
Yeah.
You see, Samurott's known as the formidable Pokemon, and its dex entries literally talk about this thing's body counts, which is crazy.
That
for
man
Pokemon.
got
Like,
body
it's literally
bags, bro.
known for killing enemies with a single swing of its sword. Say that 10 times fast. So yeah, if it ain't fighting type, I don't know what is. However, with the added typing comes 3 additional weaknesses, which isn't great, but it does get some more resistances. And now Samurott can have some pretty solid stab options with Sacred Sword or even close combat. Now let's head over to Galar.
I like Sacred
where
Sword and
apparently
close
Game
combat.
Freak
That's
just
actually
decided
nice for
to
them.
go on vacation and give none of these starters a second.
I'm gonna call it now. Rillaboom. Grass ground, grass fighting. Scorbunny, grass or grass. Jesus Christ. Fire legend, fire fighting. That's it. Inteleon, obviously water ghost. There's no other like. Come on. That's the obvious.
Typing. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that out of all the starters, these 3 don't need a secondary typing, but
They really
this
don't.
is
They
not
nice.
what this video is about.
They're
So
nice.
for Rillaboom, we had to give our Super Saiyan drummer the fighting.
AKA
type. I mean,
Super Saiyan
stab,
3.
hammer arm, and drain punch.
Yeah, on the
would
fighting
be
type, I like that.
insane.
I forgot
The
he get
only
access to those
downside I
moves.
see
That makes
is that
total
Rillaboom
sense.
would now have a ×4 weakness to flying type
Which
moves.
sucks.
But if you ask me, that's balance. Next up is Cinderace.
It is kinda
or
balanced
how
'cause
we
he
in the
was-
field like to say,
he was
Cinderace.
boss
Now, when
in
you look at this
Sun-
thing, you might be saying, "Oh,
Sword
it's a
and Shield.
fighting type, right?" That would make sense, but that's so repetitive. I'm not Game Freak, and plus, Game Freak could have given this bunny the flash treatment and made it fire electric. That
Which
would have
been clean.
nuts.
That would've
But
been- everybody thought he
not
was gonna
us.
be that.
We're not Game Freak. We don't do either.
'Cause
of
he's,
those
like,
options.
fast. That
Instead,
would've been dope.
We're gonna make this guy part normal type. Now, before you grab your pitchforks, hear me out. Hear me out, please.
No, bro. He said hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Sit down. 1, more than half of its level up moves are normal type, and 2, it works in tandem with its hidden ability Libero. If any starter Pokemon could get away with having a part normal type, it's gotta be Cinderace.
at the end of the day,
Also,
Libero,
Rillaboom
he can
now
change
deal
his
some
type
super
anyways.
effective damage to it, so again, balance. And last up for Galar is Inteleon, the secret agent Pokemon.
Obvious water
This
ghost
thing,
type, bro.
too,
I
has
see it
some
coming.
unique
It's
moves
like, come on now.
Fell Stinger, which is a bug type move, as well as a ton of dark type moves. But I think the type that makes the most sense for Inteleon is none other than Ghost. I mean, he
Yeah.
can go invisible.
That's
You know
kinda-
what else can go
yeah.
invisible? Yeah, that's right. My dad and Ghost types. So giving Inteleon the Ghost type
Bro, not the dad missing thing, bro. I need a moment.
type makes the most sense. But we'd also have to give it some more ghost moves. So things like Shadow Sneak, Phantom Force, and Shadow Ball, I think would all make terrific choices.
I like
and that's
those.
it for Galar.
Shadow
But you
Sneak
didn't
be
think we'd forget
nice.
about these guys, did you? Yeah, I know they're technically not like super legit starters, but
I
they
ain't gonna
did
lie, I
have their
forgot
own
about 'em.
remix where they were the stars. So
Yo, Let's
finish up
Go
the
was
video
kinda
with these
clean. I
guys.
like
But
the whole game.
first, if you're liking
The
this
Let's
style of
Go
entertaining,
catching mechanic though, I
creative,
didn't care
yet
for that,
elegant
but
Pokemon
the game was clean
then
though.
consider
It was well
subscribing and
made.
liking the video.
The riding
That and
sprites,
because
all
my
of
dog
that.
judges me
It's
based
clean.
on my subscriber count. Back to everyone's favorite little rodent. I mean, this guy. I can only really go one way with this, and I know it breaks my rule from earlier.
Electric
but listen,
Fairy,
I'm just trying to get through
electric
this at this point. I mean, you're still here, so like, work with me,
fighting.
okay? Presenting electric fairy typed Raichu
Okay, I
for
see
no other reason than it kind of looks like a fairy with its ears and swirly tail. It does learn a few fairy type moves, so it's not like too hard to imagine.
I didn't
to be
know he
honest,
get,
but
Draining
does this
Kiss.
in fact make Raichu better?
something new.
Yes, it does.
I did
want
not know
proof?
that.
And just look at his cousin. Now, lastly, for the evolutions,
Alolan
I feel
Raichu.
like this one was super obvious. Give them all part normal type. This would
That
finally
makes
give us
sense.
some
Because it's
much
already
desired
normal. It
type
evolves
combinations
from a
that we've
normal and just
never
gains a
gotten
typing.
and always
That
been
makes
wanting,
sense.
and it's pretty solid. Unless you're like a Glaceon or Umbreon fan. In that case,
Yeah.
R.I.P. bud. Thanks for watching.
That four
Check
time
out
weakness
this
to
video
fighting,
next,
which
and see you
fighting
soon.
is very common
Bye.
in the meta, bro. Like, jeez. Well, there it is, man. My man Zatumi KO came through with that amazing video, man. Listen, if y'all not following him, man, just subscribe to anything, bro. Check in. And y'all see right there, new Kanto Origins, original Pokemon Gym Leader, bro. Go watch that. I'm telling y'all, bro, y'all are in for something. But with all that being said, man, y'all already know the vibes, man. If you love the content, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Tell me what Pokemon y'all think he got right and what y'all would have changed with the typings. But other than that, man, another dope video, man. This your boy Kid Stats, and we up out here. Peace.